Bonjour aujourd'hui. Non, aujourd'hui c'est samedi. Parlons français, je ne peux pas parler français, parlons en français. Ou alors je suis chez moi. Oh non. Je vis à la maison. Yeah, parlons anglais. Right, we forgot to learn some French yesterday, which is a big issue. Anyway, comment va aujourd'hui? Ça va bien? Avez-vous faim? Je faim. Que manger? Non. C'est ce que tu as pour déjeuner, or rather, c'est ce que tu prends pour le petit déjeuner. It is in the morning. Il y deux, non. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Il y 10 heures. Il y 10 heures. Il y 11 heures. I think it's 10 to 11. I need to double check the date later. Yeah, it's definitely not 9 o'clock. That's 100% because I woke up around 8-ish, close to 9. Sleeping very late lately. Not good. Not good because right now this is not daylight savings. Once it hits daylight savings, I have to minus off 1 hour, which means I have to wake up much earlier. Technically speaking, I'm supposed to wake up at 7 right now. Right? 7. Has to wake up at 7. Alright, come on. I can do it. Wake up at 7 o'clock. When it's daylight savings, then it will go to 8 o'clock. That's the reason how I can remember, alright? Non-daylight savings, wake up at 7. If I can wake up at 6, perfect, but 6 it's, I want some sleep time, so 7. 7 is perfect, alright? We need to get back into this routine. Okay, what else? We're gonna go attempt to do some grocery shopping. It's still snowy out there. Yeah. Okay, anyway, as promised, it is the month of December, and it's a very crucial month because this is the part where I will start to just let some fresh air in. Yeah, because it's cold. I usually just close the window most of the time, but now I want to have some fresh air. Make sure we have some natural sunlight, all natural. Yep. Okay, let's open up this guy. Okay, and it's because it's winter, I'm not worried about flies and bugs and whatnot, right? Summer, yes, lots of flies and I don't like it. Ooh, I dropped my mittens. Okay. Alright, anyway, so let's, I still haven't opened up my Lego set yet. Okay, we already discussed about rent increment. I got my letter for the rent increment. Alright, let's touch on for one very important thing, like investment. That's rubbish. Remember the apes that I've bought, right? Now I can, so it used to cost around 0.8 ETH. I could have gotten for 0.2 today. Ugh. Look at that. I could have bought 4, easily 4, for the price of 1. Now I only got 2 for the price of 2. It's painful. It's painful, very painful, and I don't like it. I'm gonna grab 2 more, that's for sure. I'm gonna do a dollar cost average, and then after that we're gonna, because I'm not saying I need 5. They say collect 5 in order to do something. For me, I wanted 3 because 3 I get all the apes. This makes me spend money like nobody's business, which is bad. All right, truth to be told, this is not a financial advice, and I hate it. I hate the feeling, but since I'm really in myself, just go and grab the best perk of, get as much as I can, right? That's marketing. This is marketing strategy 101 in a nutshell. And yeah. Okay. So, since we're on a finance topic, we're gonna go and check our last month's finance, and at the same time rendering video to clear up my table. Yeah, lots of stuff. What is this? What is this receipt doing here? Oh, no frills. Okay, food. So November, surprisingly, November was actually on a. Yeah, no, I'm actually surprised. October, I recalculated a few things like September, October, November. Yeah, it's good. Like I love August. We went heavy on food, but for collection wise, we had a huge bloop. But of course, we paid for Steam Deck, and of course we paid for driving license August, September. So these 2, yeah. October, on the other hand, I went and rechecked a bit because I bought that 8 on October, 187. Because again, 187 I could have gotten. three, four, four. Four apes. See, that's the reason why I need to keep myself in track, right? 187, then we got another one at 166, another one at $97. Bullshit. Bullshito. Okay, so the numbers down here is basically a breakup numbers from here, like 270 and 476. So in November, I'm actually very surprised that I actually did not spend a lot. I thought I was around the $600, $700 ish. Then when I start breaking down, I was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad, which is great, right? Which is great. But now I'm gonna add on probably another $100 there. So, luckily, we got our payday yesterday. Clear up all my bills. Did a few changes here and I'm not say changes here and there. Basically, I check all my budget again, make sure we don't dip down to our threshold and some of the things that I've set for myself. The most important thing I want to take this time to clear up, because we are hitting December, end of the month, not end of the month, end of the year. And it's one of those things where we need to recap on what I've spent. Like I said, this year is the year of building, right? I'm trying to get into this NFT gig, right? Try to make a, not say small business, like small investment. Small, actually I found out it's too big, right? I did some dance around here and there, and of course the money that I've saved, not say saved, yeah, basically I use my savings, right? And as promised, how do I put it this way? As promised, I'm letting all this number out, right? These are the numbers that I promised that I will share to you. And it's gonna be quite interesting for sure, the end of the day, like how much, I mean, some people don't really like to share financial numbers because, you know, by doing so, you know how much the person earned, blah blah blah, and of course I take that into consideration as well. But for the season of building, this is basically a, what to say, how do I put it this way? Basically, I invest so that you will understand how a normal person would, because a lot of people will follow financial guru and whatnot, which I tune in from time to time, and some of their advice is just outrageously impossible to hit. Like I cannot find a middle ground. I'm not saying middle ground. I tried that. Not saying I tried, right? Because some of them require to buy courses and never buy courses. I never go to any of these financial meetings, seminar talks, right? If I need to pay, I'm gonna learn it myself, and I'm giving it to you guys for free. And this is from my experience. Yeah, see, I become a financial guru already, so haha, I can charge people. No, it's again, this is just from me to you. I spend, okay, as of today. It's one of those punchline or not slogan that I can use, and I basically it's a copy from someone else. I spend, like for example, I spend $10,000 on crypto, and so you won't have to. Something like that, right? And yeah, no, crypto crash, make everything okay. I'll put it this way: if let's say I spend 10,000, actually not let's say, actually I did. Yikes indeed. I considered it as a loss, right? 10,000 for the year. Some people say, oh, you know what, I'll treat it as a failed business, right? Failed venture. Let's put it straight away. I don't want to see the value. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to give myself hope that it might have profit, right? Let's put it all out, right? I spend that much to learn stuff. And $10,000 is actually a very expensive lesson, to be honest, right? Very expensive. Ooh. However, it served its purpose, right? Definitely more expensive purpose. So let's go. All right, let's go. Okay, November 2000 check. Food 233. That's great. All right, I love it. Collection 476 in, not so great. 84 for Funko stock, 391 for everything else, including comic books and whatnot. And these are the things that I'm not bothered to see its value until again 5-10 years later. Like I'm not bothered with the value right now. However, there are certain things like this guy, right? Cost 0.8 ETH, and now it's like 0.225 US dollars. Like, yeah, no. Yeah, and I own a 3. See, I own 3. So this is raw emotion, and it's good, right? It's good because it's one of those things that I can document myself, and if I were to look back, these are things I can remind myself, like, hey, you know what, back then you spent on this rubbish collection, doesn't worth any money, blah blah blah, right? So next year is going to be interesting. I already prep up some roadmap for myself. Haha, roadmap. Now some goals for next year, and I'm trying. I'm gonna tell myself to limit on all this investment. Like, keep it very very low. Like, buy it as a product, and this is the fun bit. Okay, so yesterday I did say a little bit about using the interest rate ish. So right now I calculate mine. $1,000 I get about $1.6 a month, right? So if I have 10,000 I get $16. Now this is nice. This gives me a very clear goal for next year. I'm trying to build this a bit. It's just a small little sneak peek. So if we can save 10,000, right, by next year, and I think we can, right? If I don't invest on all this stupid stuff, I can easily, because if I were to, let's say 700, 1,700, yeah, if I were to add everything plus all my random buys from if I don't buy toys, and actually I need to upgrade my laptop, so might be a bit tougher, right? But if I can get 10,000, I can get $16 a month. And if I do $16 a month for a year, assuming I ended up, we keep 10,000. Oh, actually we can, because we can use up we can transfer the emergency fund to a high savings account. Yeah, but the 6,000 is used to offset my current, okay, no, it's undo, I can't use that. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, back. I just need to do a quick calculation because I forgot to do that. If I do $16 a month, okay, let's say I hold 10,000 for 1 year, do nothing, right? Basically, it's just left there alone. I can potentially get $192 a year, right? That's free money, because I still get taxed. The Sally savings account gets taxed. Rubbish. Right, so in potentially I can get $192 by just saving up. Now that's the reason why I'm going very very hard on savings rather than spending. And in this case, this year, I decided to. I could have had 10,000 by end of the year. Okay, so being said, that's my rough plan for next year. Saving is important. Like everything else, like people say, invest here, invest there. Like do buy this product so you can make more money. I can easily say this year itself, the things that I invested, because of course I invest on a high risk crypto market. It can be stocks and everything, and no, it didn't prove that well, because stocks goes down, up and down. Yeah, you sure make bank if it goes up. So because if I were to say right now, if the crypto went up again next year, I made bank, right? But I cannot use that. That's why I say I'm gonna write it as a not say total loss. I'm gonna write it as a product, which means I spend it as a capital venture, as a business, and at the end of the year I'll just write it as a loss, which is a loss. I lost 66% value. And some of them I cannot sell, so in this case it's useless, right? So yeah, that's the whole idea. That's the main reason I'm putting up this little thingy. And right now I think I'm on a position, I'm blessed that I'm in a position that I can do a side, I'm trying to build up a side gig, or I can do risky investment, and that's it. It's simple as that. Yeah, not everyone have the capacity to do this. Not everyone, that's for sure. So this is basically a lesson for me for the future as well. Like if I were to do into business, these are all the checklists that I have to take into consideration. And of course, I'm trying to get land. Yeah, that's one of my biggest wish, right? Get property, get land, and then do real estate and stuff. Of course, that's an old school thing, right? No, okay. That's a whole different thing. That thing will most likely not come into fruition within next 2 years. My plan is probably the next 3 years. I'm building up, right? Sadly, I have to detour for a year because of all this little crypto investment. That's the reason why. Because I would say put money into savings, safe savings, a little bit on investment, medium risk, high risk, don't put too much, right? That's why the video this is important. I know this vlog is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but I have to say this, right? It is fresh on my mind and it's critical. Okay, so being said, if we will do a quick projection, so obviously, if you don't have enough money, work harder, get promotion, get better jobs, and of course, I wouldn't. My small little, instead of getting better jobs, like prepare, right? Some people open up business come and go. Now because of this, business comes and go. That's one thing I want to try. Food truck, maybe I'll dedicate 1 year just to do food services. But that requires me to quit my job, which I don't need to quit my job. I can do it part-time, then we can see how much it needs. It's hard work, right? Food and F&B, food and beverages sector is crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to touch too much. Today is just about recap on my finance for the month of November, and from the looks of it, it is on track. Sure, it is a bit more than what I supposed to. It's still a lot. 476 for collection. That's collection and investment. That's way too much. But compared to the other months that I've spent, it's actually not that bad. Technically, the worst one is still June. My one wheel. But those are the things where big spending. That's the reason why I want to create not to recreate a budget, but this year would tell me how much I would roughly spend. Because last year, as a closure, I kind of spent quite close to $2,000. Sure, not on a one wheel, but on a snowboard and a season. Oh no, I've forgotten to put my season. No, it's higher. Okay. Now I was wondering what happened to that. My ski pass. I totally forgot to add my ski pass. Yeah, that's the reason why it's so cheap. But like I said, some of the things are not say non-negotiable. If you're spending money on hobbies and everything, yeah, sure, keep in check and everything. In this case, like I spent $2,000 for one wheel. Yeah, did it serve its purpose? Yes. Did it entirely fill up its value? No. Obviously, this is not going to break even in a year. Most likely 2 years, 3 years. That means next year I'm gonna get a scooter. My goodness. Anyway, a bit too long-winded for a financial video-ish vlog. I didn't know it's gonna take so long. Yeah, so I'm gonna do grocery shopping later, and I think that's the rest of the day. Simple, easy, and everything. Obviously, we did a collection recap on my physical toys. Actually, why did I use air quotes? It's literally physical toy. I still want to buy lightsabers. Did I add lightsabers into the mix? Yeah, I think I forgot to add my lightsaber into the mix, because one of the months I did buy lightsaber. That's the reason why I think the number's a little bit off, because I forgot to put the shopping category. Alright, anyway, that's all I have for you for today. So, je te revis demain. Okay, before we close, because of all this investment, I can't even buy my camera for this year. I have to push it for next year. Camera next year, new laptop next year, everything next year. No fun. Okay. C'est une journée ensoleillée, le ciel est bleu and clair. Not neige. Neige. It's a snow. No, it's not a snowy day. It's cold. Il fait froid le matin. It's actually technically still in the morning. Yeah. Anyway, je te revis demain.